Do you feel like your cost per acquisition is too high for your coaching offer right now? You know, if you're constantly tweaking your ads, but nothing has moved the needle, I know how frustrating that is, especially when every change takes more of your time. It's nothing worse, you know? But if you give me about 4 minutes, okay, I will walk you through the Conveyor Belt ads campaign that we're using to actually plug in one of the major gaps in your funnel, okay? Now, oh, you don't know who I am. Hello, I'm Tina from tinasanford.com. Now, since 2019, my son Dan and I have been working with established business owners, and what we've been doing is we've been turning cold leads into paying clients without tearing everything apart. And that means that we can just plug the gaps and don't have to do extra work. Now, right now, what we're finding is the ads plan that most coaches have is that they're actually targeting that 3%, 2 to 3% of people ready to buy right now. And back in 2022, this was actually a viable method to run profitable ads, because back then, leads didn't need as much trust in a brand before they would actually buy. I don't know if you've noticed, but things have changed. And the issue right now is that your current audience needs a lot of trust with a brand to buy now, right? Okay, before they even make a buying decision. It's like 62 to 67 days. But that is why we actually implement Laurel Portier's Conveyor Belt strategy. And that's to reach out all those leads that you're producing and paying for who are not immediately in that stage, like they're ready to buy yet, okay? And that means we can nurture them. Now, this major group actually makes up about 97 to 98% of your audience. And without a strategy to reach them and keep in front of them, you will always be competing in a really very expensive ads game with your competitors and over who's going to win those clients. So instead of relying on only one strategy to convert cold leads, expensive leads, what we do is we actually build a pipeline of warm leads using the very low cost video content strategy, using the Conveyor Belt ads strategy. And that's what gets them to that stage that when they're ready to buy, they know it's from you. Yeah. The best part is that you don't need to have the right plan in place. You don't need to design anything. You don't need to redesign anything, and you don't need to put up your ads budget. Everything can be done with very, very simple ads and retargeting process. And everything will be about your actual offer and service. Now, if you have an ads management company like us, we can actually design all this for you. Right at the top, it's the scripts and everything, and all you need to do is just record them on your phone. And then you send them back to us to actually just set them up. Now, one business owner we actually worked with was actually stuck in the same loop of like running new ads to their cold audiences. It cost a fortune. And they were constantly hoping to reduce their cost per acquisition, but they could not bring it to an acceptable level. And all we ever heard was, how much is it costing this week? I can't afford that. We just added one £5 a day goodwill ad to their warm audience, built a Conveyor Belt campaign to create ready to buy leads when they were ready. And that was it. And then in about 90 days, their cost per acquisition just dropped dramatically. They were actually making profit again. And the sales from this actual strategy just started coming in. They didn't have to do anything else then. So it's not about more content or more complicated campaigns. It's actually just about using the content that already works and then setting up a very specific ads campaign to those people already that reaches the audience and answers those questions that they're wanting answered, so you don't have to do that. So if you're actually interested in building this for your business or say it's a good fit, you can actually book in a discovery call with us, okay? Just 10 minutes to see if this is right, because we don't want to waste our time either. But if you're even curious, I'm just going to suggest booking in a call right now, because this could be what brings your acquisition costs from losing money to actually making a profit for the rest of this year.